Hello, Forex traders. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a prop firm that is ready to give you a good amount of money for you to trade the Forex market, provided you can prove to them that you have a good strategy and you are good at what you do. You will agree with me that in today's world, funding is no longer a challenge for us as Forex traders, but all we need is just the ability to be able to trade the Forex market, okay? Now, in this video, this Forex prop firm I'm going to be talking about today have some qualities that you might want to look at if you are looking at the way of a prop firm. Now, if that sounds like something that is interesting to you, I want you to stick with me on this video, and I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about this prop firm. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to be giving my own personal verdict about this prop firm. Okay, the good side of the prop firm and also the negative side of the prop firm, okay? And the judgment will be left for you to make, okay? Now, let's get to my system. Let me show you everything you need to know about this prop firm. So guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Thompson, and in this video, we're going to be talking about Novafunding prop firm. Now, this prop firm actually caught my attention when one of my friend and colleague in the Forex industry actually made withdrawal from them and got his withdrawal within 24 hours. In short, he got that withdrawal around 18 hours after he made that withdrawal from Novafunding. Don't get too excited because there are some other negative things about this prop firm also that you might want to know. So I will encourage you to stick with me on this video even onto the end of the video so that you get to understand everything you need to know about this prop firm, okay? Now, like I rightly told you, the name of the prop firm is called Novafunding. Now, you see here, they say unlock up to 200,000, okay? Now, one thing I see about this prop firm is that their evaluation stage is just only one phase kind of evaluation trading plan, right? So if you check here, you're going to be seeing that they say step 1, okay? So the step 1 is just beginning your journey. Then step 2, funded prop trader, right? So one thing that actually got me attracted to them is the fact that they have just one step challenge. Not like this popular 2-step kind of challenge that you have to pass phase 1 and phase 2 before you get funded, right? So if I scroll down, you're going to be seeing the different evaluation accounts that they actually have. You can see this account is a account size of $25,000. You can see this other one is $50,000 size account of evaluation of just one step. You can see this other one is 100,000 and this one is 250,000. Now, one of the things I see about this prop firm is that their size of account is not that humongous. I've seen some other ones like Consumer that actually gives up to $600,000 for account size, but for this, for Novafunding, the maximum they can actually give you is just $200,000. But if you are good at trading or you know what you are doing, $200,000 funded account is still enough for you to be able to trade. Now, let us go through the rules and everything you need to know about this account, okay? Now you can see this, the leverage is 1 to 100. The time is unlimited. I think all the Forex prop firm are actually taking this step of unlimited trading time. There's no more 30 days trading time or 60 days trading time. Now you can see the profit target here is 10%, okay? The profit target is actually 10%. So let's assume if you're buying this $25,000 challenge account, all you need for you to actually pass is let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the calculator here. So it's going to be $25,000 accounts, right? It's going to be $25,000 accounts. So times 0.10. Okay, so on this particular one, let's assume you make just $2,500, then automatically you've actually passed this challenge, okay? Now, the max drawdown, I think, is a bit kind of low compared to some other drawdown that I've seen. The max drawdown here is daily is 4%, okay? On most of those other prop firm, I've seen 6%, like on Consummate, on a funded Forex, I've seen 6% and all that, but here they are giving just 4%, okay? Then the max drawdown here is 8%. Now, this 8% compared to other prop firm, I've seen prop firm giving up to 12%. Like Consumer traders, they actually give a 12% for max drawdown. So I think this is one of the other negative side about this prop firm, but notwithstanding, have it at the back of your mind that they are actually giving you just one step evaluation trial for you to pass through. Okay, so I think that is not really an issue. Now you can see they actually allow EA and also they allow news trading, so you can actually trade news on this prop firm, and you can use your EA, whichever EA you are using, you can use it to trade here, and it's allowed. Then you can see the maximum draw, maximum days is none, is zero. Okay, now if you are able to meet up with the 10% here, okay, of the profit target within 72 hours, you will be upgraded to your funded accounts. Okay, now they are giving 72 hours. I've seen people saying 72 hours is too much of a time for you to wait to get a live funded account. For me personally, I was on Consumate. I got to the profit targets for the challenge account I actually bought, and within 5 hours, less than 5 hours, I actually got funded on my live account. So for them here, for Novafunding, they are saying they're going to last you for up to 72 hours before you get funded. Okay. Now, this Novafunding, I want us to actually, before I show you some other things you need to know about Novafunding, I want us to go to Trustpilot and see the ratings about these guys here. Okay. There are a whole lot of things I'm still going to be telling you about Novafunding, but let's go to Trustpilot and see what they have to say about Novafunding. You can see on Trustpilot here, the review, they have 4.1. And I think 4.1 is actually a bit reasonable. If you want to ask me about that, you can see the 5-star they have 74%. Okay, you can see the 1-star they have 17%, and the 4-star have 7%. I think on the average is okay. So let's just scroll down and read one or two of the reviews that has been given to them. Now, mind you, don't make your judgment based on their rating on Trustpilot, because on Trustpilot, I've seen companies that actually sponsor reviews on Trustpilot. Okay, I'm not saying Novafunding actually sponsors some of those comments or reviews here, but some companies actually do that by paying people to actually give them positive review on Trustpilot. But let's go ahead and read. Let's say Massimo, let's just read 2 here. Okay, so you see this great service. Let's read this review. Say great service, great service. Any question were answered in a timely manner. Great support, funded on 100K accounts. Documentation was verified quickly. Very seamless and easy process. Can't wait to get started. Thanks, Nova. So this person is actually giving them a positive review here on Trustpilot. Let's scroll down and see if we can find just one. Okay, you can see one other negative. You can see one negative review here. This guy actually gave them just 1 star. So let's go ahead and read his review. He said, you need to read this about Novafunding. Very loud and clear. Stay clear from this dubious company called Novafunding, especially companies using them to pass your prop firm accounts under a few minutes or hours. Stay away from Novafunding. If you want to experiment with your hard money, good luck. Novafunding prop firm is dubious and a fraudulent company. All positive review you see here are all paid for and forced out of some traders. Be warned, don't fall. So this guy is actually giving a negative review about Novafunding, but it's not specific about what actually gave him the impression or what actually gave him the impetus to be giving them negative review here. So if you read through this review, he is not stating what exactly happened. Okay, so you can also come up to Trustpilot here and read reviews about Novafunding. Okay, now let's go back to Novafunding. There's something I actually like about Novafunding. If you go to their question and answer FAQ here, okay, they talk about their payouts. Right now, their payout, they actually pay bi-weekly, which means 2 weeks. Okay, so you'll be paid like twice in a month. Bi-weekly, that's how they pay. Now, most of all those prop firms that I know that I've used personally or that my friends have used, they actually pay monthly, right? So I think that is actually a plus on Novafunding for paying out bi-weekly, because for some persons they can't really wait till the end of the month before they get paid, right? As a forex trader, you also need money to keep yourself going and to keep your family going. So bi-weekly, I think, is actually reasonable for them. Okay, now let's quickly look at everything you need to know before you get started with this prop firm. You can see the profit target, which I talked about earlier, is 10%. Okay, when you are funded, now if you pass the challenge and you are funded, there's no profit target for you anymore. Okay, so you can trade and profit at your own pace, right? Now, the daily drawdown, like we talked about earlier, is 4%. Okay, now the mass drawdown is 8%. The same thing is applicable to the funded account. If you are funded, you cannot lose more than 4% out of your funded accounts. And also that is for daily, and 8% on the mass drawdown on your funded account. Okay. Now they are telling you that expert advisor is allowed, right? Now you can trade news here. You can see it here. Now the profit split is something that I actually find a bit kind of down, because your first profit split is going to be 50%, right? That is, you're going to be sharing with the company. Then the second profit split, okay, on your funded accounts, they are going to be giving you 70% of that amount. And also the third profit split is 80%, right? So you're going to be on the 80% for as long as you're able to keep that funded account going. Now, 80% for some persons is okay, but compared to some other problem accounts around, I think it's a bit low, because I've seen like funded Forex actually give up to 95%. So 95% to 80%, that is 15% difference. And I think it's a whole lot, okay? But mind you, these guys are actually giving some other benefits to compensate for that, okay? Now, this is not a paid video review or something, so I'm just saying it exactly the way I feel about this problem as a Forex trader myself, okay? So if you want to look at this prop firm, you can also log into this account. Like I rightly said, the link is going to be in the description. You can take a look at this by clicking that link, okay, the first link in the description of the video. Then you can come up here and take a look at this prop firm. But overall, I think the prop firm is a bit fair, okay, knowing fairly well that it's a one-step challenge. Now, you might want to ask, how much is it going to be costing you to actually get this challenge account? Now, for the $25,000 evaluation account, you're going to click here and let's look at the amount. The amount is actually $287. Now, let's look at the second one. They have a $50,000 account, okay? And this one is going to cost you $397, right? Then the third one is $100,000 account, and it's going to cost you 597 USD. Now, the fourth and the biggest account here is $200,000 account, and it's going to cost you $997, almost $1,000 for you to get a $200,000 account, okay? So I think these are things you need to pay attention to. In terms of pricing, their account is a bit pricey compared to other accounts that I've seen, like the funded trader, the funded Forex is a bit cheaper to this. The consumer traders is a bit cheaper to this. So if you want to look at pricing, I don't think their pricing is not that very good. It's not that very familiar. And also for a beginner Forex trader, for guys that don't really have funds to buy this challenge, I don't have up to this $297 to buy a challenge, it will be difficult for them to actually patronize Novafunding prop firm because it's a bit pricey. If you go to some other prop firm company like Consumate, I use Consumate a lot because I'm very familiar with that. For somebody that is trying to test the waters with just one feed, I think consumer traders is a bit okay because they have a challenge that you can buy with $49, and which is a $5,000 account. If you check this out, these guys have from $25,000 up. So for newbies that don't really have enough money to buy a profit account, they will not be able to use Novafunding. Okay, so I think that is all I'll be showing you about this prop firm. So that's my review about the Novafunding prop firm. If you want to give it a try, the link is in the description of this video. Okay, I want to say thank you for taking your time to watch the video. Do take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Now, if you've not subscribed to my channel, remember to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give the video a like. Okay, do take care of yourself, and bye bye.